We begin with President Biden ordering military action for the first time since taking office, launching airstrikes against militia groups in Syria that are backed by Iran. Our chief global affairs anchor Martha Raddatz has the latest. Good morning, Martha.
Good morning, George. This was the first military strike of the Biden administration, payback for a recent attack in Iraq that left several American contractors and a U.S. service member wounded and at least one contractor working for the U.S. dead.
The U.S. military launched 2 warplanes into eastern Syria near the Iraqi border on the orders of President Biden, who sources say chose the least lethal option, targeting a cluster of buildings used by Iranian-backed militias at a border control point, the same Iranian-linked militias believed to be responsible for the attack on a coalition base in Iraq early last week.
We know what we hit, and we're confident that that target was being used by the same Shia militia that conducted the strikes.
Those militia rocket strikes slamming into that coalition base in Erbil, Iraq last week, where U.S. soldiers and contractors were housed. You can see those burned-out bunks, the fire destroying the structures. The same Iranian-backed militias have launched rocket attacks against the U.S. embassy in Baghdad and the so-called green zone surrounding it. An official telling ABC News that the retaliatory strikes by the U.S. could have resulted in a handful of casualties, the Pentagon spokesman saying that the strike was proportional and that President Biden will act to protect American and coalition personnel, but added, at the same time, we have acted in a deliberate manner that aims to de-escalate the overall situation.
This retaliatory strike has gotten bipartisan support, with the House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer calling it a strong act that will send a message to Tehran, and Republican Senator Lindsey Graham saying he appreciates the Biden administration striking back at these Iranian-backed militias. George?
And Martha, the Biden administration has begun to engage with Iran on their nuclear program. Any insight into how this is going to affect those possible negotiations?
Well, the administration is open to talks with Iran, and while it may cause a bit of an uproar with the Iranians for a short time, it should not affect nuclear talks. Biden simply could not let those rocket attacks stand without a response. And as we said, this was the least lethal response. George?
Martha Raddatz, thanks very much. Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.